Today we are going to start our new lesson, the new chapter. The name of the chapter is Interacting with Computer. Interacting with Computer. So it's a chapter number 3 for class 3. So let's begin our lesson. But before beginning it, I have one question for you. I have one question for you. My question is everybody My question is everybody is listening me. Say yes or no.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. But what
Okay.
page? What
Okay.
page?
Now I have one more question
Yes,
for you.
sir.
I have one more question for you. My second question is everybody is see my screen. Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes,
Yes,
sir. It's
sir.
yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Okay,
yes,
that's great.
sir. I see it.
Okay, that's great. That's great. So now we are going to begin our lesson. Okay. So everybody open the page number 18. Everybody open the page number 18. Everybody open the page number 18 in the computer book. Everybody open the page number 18 in the computer book. It's a chapter number 3. The name of the chapter is Interacting with Computer. Let me open the book. Wait for a second and the book will be loaded. Wait for a second. Book will be loaded on my screen and you can also open the page number 18 in your book. So right now the book is on the screen. Everybody is see the book. Everybody is seeing the book. Let me ask you. Everybody see the book on my screen?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir. Yes.
okay,
Think
okay,
sharp.
that's good.
Yes,
That's
today
good.
what?
Good. It's a page number 15.
Sir, after the
Okay. Walaikum assalam. Okay, let me write the page number on the left hand side.
Sir,
Yes.
sir,
Yes.
today what we want to take?
Sorry, what are you saying?
Today what we want? Sir, open the shop.
Just open the page number 15. Just open the page number 18, sorry. 18 and we will see some of the
It
things.
is open.
Okay, okay, that's great. That's great. If it is open, that's great. Okay. So, now, what is the name of the chapter? What is the name of the chapter?
Interacting with the computer.
Interacting with the computer. Interacting with the computer.
Computer. Interacting with computer. Okay. So there is a one word in the name of the chapter. Let me tell you the meaning first. Okay. The meaning of that word. The meaning of that word. The meaning of that word. Interacting. The meaning of that word is basically called as the communication. Okay. It's just a communication. So the meaning of the word interacting means communication. Okay. Interact means to talk. Okay. Interact means to talk. When you talk with someone else, you are doing the communication. So interacting means to talk. Let me write the meaning of the interacting here so that those who will join the class late, they will understand that what we are studying. So it's a communication or communication. Interacting means communication. Okay, or we can say the talk. So interaction means the communication with the computer. So the first line of the page is the computer has three basic functions. The computer has three basic functions: input, processing, and output. The computer has three basic functions: input, processing, and output. Okay. Yazan, can you read the first line?
What's your first line?
This line, this
The
line from
computer.
here. Yes, from
Okay,
here to
sir.
this here.
The computer has three pies.
Basic
Basic
functions.
fa- functions.
Okay.
Functions.
Input,
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 processing,
input,
processing,
processing,
and
and
output.
output.
Okay. Yamin Salah, can you read this line again?
Okay, the same line.
Yeah, the same line. Yes, please.
Okay, the computer has three basic functions: input, processing, and output.
Okay. So, okay. Ziad, can you read this line once again?
This line, okay. The
The first
computer
line.
has the computer has three basic functions: input, processing, and output.
Okay, that's great. That's very good. That's great. So three students read the line. Uh, Yazan, Yaman, and Ziad. Very good. So these students read the line. The first line is saying, as I told you, computer has how many basic functions? Three. For example, if I ask you this question in the class, that how many basic functions computer has? So the answer is three. How many basic functions computer has? The answer is three. So there are three basic functions. Okay, so the answer is three. Okay, Yazan. Yes, Yazan, I know it. Don't write that much. Okay, in the chat. Okay. So the computer has three basic functions. The first one is the input. The first one is the input. The first one is the input. The second one is the processing. The second one is the processing. So there are three functions. The first one is input. The second one is processing. And the third one is output. Okay. So let's see. Starts from the first one. Starts from the first one. Okay. So the next person who will read, they will read from here till here. Okay. Let me see who else is there. Okay, Yasin. Yasin, can you read this one? Yasin Ahmed.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Input is data that we feed into the computer.
Okay. So data is input is a data we feed into the computer. Yasin Ahmed read this one. Very good, Yasin. Okay. So input is a data. Input is a data we feed into the computer. Input is a data we feed into the computer. Okay. The word feed means store or save. Okay. How we use how we save data, we can type data with the help of keyboard, but data is fed into the computer. When we typed it, it will be saved. The word feed here means to save. The word feed here means to save. The word feed here means to save. Let me write the meaning. Let me change the color of my pen. The word feed The word feed means to save. The word feed means to save or to store. Okay, to save or to store. So there are two meanings there, or store. So data is stored or feed or saved into the computer. Okay, so let's see who else we have. So input is a data that we feed into the computer. So when we enter the data, how we can enter the data? We can enter the data with the help of keyboard or with the help of mouse. Okay, there are also some devices, but we will see the most common devices which we use to feed data in the computer. Okay, so Muhammad Al Rashid. Yeah, Muhammad Al Rashid, you can read from here till here. Okay, this one. Muhammad Al Rashid, you can unmute yourself now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
When the computer
Yes. When the computer
when the
converts
computer
converts
convert
data
data into
information
information, it is called processing the
processing. That's it.
computer.
That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Okay. Okay. Muhammad Al Rashid. Yahya Gulzar, can you read this sentence again, Yahya?
What sentence?
This one. This one. When the
When the
computer.
When the computer converts data into information, it is called processing. The
Okay,
computer
thank you,
is
Yaya.
processing.
Okay, that's it. That's it. We are just at the first line. Okay, Sakshar, can you read this line once again?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
When
please.
the computer converts data into information,
Yes.
is called processing.
Very good. You said it in a very confident way. Very good. That's great. So three students gave the read the line. Very good. Mohammad Al Rashid, Yahya Gulzar, and Sakshar. Very good. You guys said it correct. Okay. So the line is saying when the computer converts data. There is a word convert. There is a word convert. What does convert means? Convert means to change something from one thing to another. Okay? To convert something, convert means to change something, change something from one thing to another, or to make something from one thing to another. Okay? Convert means to change. Convert means to change. When the computer convert, let me write the meaning, then I will tell you the specification. To change anything from one thing, one place, or one state to another. Okay, from one thing to another. Okay, so converts, it's simply just to change. When the computer converts data into information, see, they are converting data into information. They are converting data into information. Okay, how data converted in the form of information? How data converted in the form of information? Okay, so they are converting. It's not mentioned in the book, but I will give you one example so that you will understand. But first, we will see the book things. When the computer changes the data into information, it is called the processing. It is called the processing. So when we go out and we move our legs forward and backward, this thing is called walking. Okay. So in the same way, when the computer changes the data into information, it is called the processing. It is called the processing. For example, if I ask a question in the class, then when the computer converts data into information, it is called dash. What is the answer? When the computer converts data into information, it is called dash. Everyone will can answer this one. My question is
Okay, sir.
when the computer converts data into information, it is called dash.
Dash
Easy.
processes.
It's a
Easy.
processing.
Easy.
It's a
Processing.
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 Okay, it's a
Processing. Processing.
processing. It's a processing. Okay. Okay. So now, when computer changes the data into information, it is called processing. So let me give. Okay, let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. Wait for a second. So everybody listen this example carefully. Okay, so this will show you that how you convert the data into the information. Okay, can you eat the raw food? No, you cook it. You cook that food and then you eat it. For example, you bring the chicken or you bring the meat from the shop. Okay, so can you eat that chicken or shop without cooking? No, you will make a process. That process is called the cooking. When you done cooking that thing, then you can eat it. In the same way computer got the data, but data is meaningless. Okay, data is meaningless when the computer changing that data into information, then we will get to know that what it is. Okay, let me write the example there. For example, we have a word. We have a word. Okay, so we have a word. Everybody see this word? Everybody see this word? Everybody is seeing this word, this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So this word is there.
Sure, sir.
Okay, let me draw the arrow so that you will get to know. I write the word there for everyone. I'm just giving the example of data. So everybody see this
Okay.
word? Everybody see this word?
Yes,
What?
sir.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Now I write one random word. Okay, I write one random word. Okay, so the word is there. But can anyone know what word it is? What is the meaning of this? No, no one can tell because this word is not exist. This word is not exist. This word is an example of data. This word is an example of data. It's like a raw chicken or raw meat. We cannot eat the raw chicken. When we pick the chicken or meat from the shop, we take that chicken or meat and we cook them. So, in the same way, we got the data, but it is not processed. That data is not processed. That's why that word is not understandable. That word is not understandable. So let's process it. Let's process it. Let's process it. Huzaima Rashid, you are sending the message. You are saying something. Yes, I am telling you that thing that this word not exist. I am just giving the example. You are not listening my words completely and sending the message. Okay. Huzaima Rashid is saying, I bet you can't look cool like me. Okay. Huzaima, can you explain this thing? Okay, let me unmute Huzaima and ask Huzaima that what Huzaima is saying. Okay, Huzaima left the class. I don't know why. Okay, when he joined again, we will ask him. Huzaima sent this message in the chat, so we will have to ask that what he is saying. Okay, okay, wait for a second. Huzaima joined the class. Okay, Huzaima, you joined the class. Huzaima Rashid, you sent the message in the chat. The message was, I bet you can't look cool like me. And then you write lol. So what does that mean? What does that sentence mean? Whole class is waiting for your response. Kindly reply, Huzaima Rashid. Huzaima, we are waiting for you. Everyone is studying and learning, and you are sending this message in the chat. We are waiting for you. Huzaima, are you there? Huzaima, you can unmute yourself now. Okay. So I'm just giving the example. This word, I told you this thing that this word is not exist. It's just a data. So this word is not exist means this word is never found. Okay. So let process this data. What this data is saying. So let's start the processing. First, start the numbers. Start assigning the number. For example, A is first. So let's assign the numbers. Understand this example carefully. Okay, so let's assign the number. And so there are one number, two, three, four, five, and then we have six. So let's see, let's write one more number. So A is 1, so M is 2, S is 3, L is 4, okay, N is 5, and A is 6. Okay, so there are numbers assigned. Everybody understand till here? Right now example is not completed. Everybody understand this thing right now till here? Everybody understand till here?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, yes,
okay.
sir.
Okay, okay. Right now example is not completed. So the word is there. Okay, so the word is there. Now we are doing a processing on the word. So for example, change the words. So one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's change the position of the words. Now let me change the color of the pen of my pen. Okay, so we put 3 at first. Okay, let me change the color. So let put the third first. So third is there, 3 is there, and then we put 3 is there, and then we put the 5 at the second. Okay, and then we put the 4 at the third, and then we put 2 at the fourth. Okay, then we put 1 at the fifth, and then we put, sorry, one mistake is done. Let me take it. The fifth one. Okay, the fifth one. Okay, let me begin it from here. So third is first, so it's a 3. Let me write it here so that it will be clear. 3 is set at first. So we got what? We got one word. We got one word. What is that word? That word is 3, and 3 contains the S. 3 contains the S. Okay. So now we are going towards the next word. What is the next word we are getting? Okay, next word we are getting, it's sixth. Sixth is the second word we are getting. Now six. Let me write the six here so that we get six. We are doing the processing. So on the six we have A. Okay. And then we are taking another word. We are taking another word, and it's four. And it's 4. On the fourth we have L. Okay, so we are writing 4 here. We are writing 4 here. Okay, and we got the L. Okay, and then after this L we are doing three more letters. What three more letters are left? So we are done with SAL. Okay, SAL, and then we take the letter 2. We put the 2 there. We put we put 2 there, and 2 is there. On the 2 what we have, let me write 2 here, that we took the 2 here. And what we write on the 2, we got M. And now we are taking another word. The word is A at the fifth, so it's the 1. And the letter which one holds is A again. And at the last, we have one more. And at the last we have one more, it's a fifth one. So we took the 5 at the last, so we write the 5 here. So if you see, this will change the number. This will change the number. So we write 1 2 3 4 5. Now 3 6 4 2 1 5, and we got the N here. Okay, so if you see this word which we see earlier, this word which we see earlier, this one, this this word which we see earlier, where is the word? This one is converted into the new word after the processing. How we process it? We assign the number and we change the position. It's just an example. We done some work, and now what this word is made? This word is made like Salman. This word is made like Salman. Now this word is telling us that it's a name. It's a Salman. So the name is there. The name is there. So this word in the start, this word is not giving us any meaning. This word is not giving any meaning. But when we done processing that word, then this word become this. Then this word become this. After this word is converted into the name, this word, the first word, is not giving any meaning. It's AMSLNA. But the second one is giving you two things. It's telling you that it's a name, it's a information that there is a name, and it also giving you the information that it's a male, it's a boy name. Okay, so if you see in the first one, no, nothing you can get, you will get no information. But in the second one, you are getting the information that it's a name. So that's why processing converts the data into information. So in this way, the data is converted from raw form towards the informative form. In the second one, we are getting the information. In the first one, we are not understanding this word. We are saying this word is not exist, this word is not found anywhere. Yes, this word is not exist, but when we done the processing, this word is converted into this one. In the same way, the computer will do the processing, but not in this way. I am just gave you the example of the processing. We took some time, but computer will not take that much time. It will do it in very less time. It will do it in very less time. Okay, it will do it in very less time. Okay, so everybody understand this thing? Everybody understand this example? I made
Yes.
this example just for
Yes,
you.
yes, 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 yes,
Yeah.
yes,
This
yes,
one
yes.
works.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Okay. Zia, do you understand this thing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So everyone will see in the first how this is the simple word which is not giving any meaning, and the simple word which is not giving any meaning, and when the processing is done, that word is starts giving the meaning. That the first meaning it give is that it's a name, and the second meaning which this name is giving is that it's a male name, it's a boy name. So in the same way the processing is done, in the same way the processing is done. So if you see, that's again this word is not giving any meaning, but this word is surely giving the meaning, it's information. So this is the transformation or the conversion or the convert of a data into the information. That data, this one is the data, it is the information. Okay, let me write it for those. So the first thing we have is a data. The first thing we have is a data. This is a data. Let me write it here. It's a data. And what else we have? This one is the information. This one is the information. This one is the information. Which one? This one. So data is converted into the information. So in this way, data is converted into the information. Data into the information. Okay, Khuzaima. Okay. So let's see. Let me see who else is there. So let's see another one. Where is my pen? Let me open my pen there. So an essay. Now, an essay is an example of data that we feed into the computer. An essay is an example of data that we feed into the computer when we are typing something. So at that time, that thing is not completed. Okay, so it's a data. For example, I am writing I am writing the essay on my friend. Okay, I write three words. My friend name. That's it. So this is data because these three words are not giving me any meaning. My friend name, that's it, I leave the essay. So it's a data that we type, but it's not giving any information. But when I writing my friend name is Muhammad, so now it will give meaning that my friend name is Muhammad. Okay, so when the computer converts data into information, it is called processing. Okay, the computer is processing information when it checks spelling in the essay. Okay, now when we type something on the computer, when we type something on the computer and the spelling is wrong, so the computer will check that the spelling is correct or wrong. So this checking is basically done by the processing from the computer. So uh, Mishal, can you read this one? Mishal, can you read this one? Mishal,
Yes.
can you read from here?
Yes.
Can you read from here? Till here.
Where?
Can you read from the computer? Can you read from the computer? The computer from here? Did you see my
Okay.
screen?
Computer converts
The computer
data
is processing
into
information.
where?
The computer
So
is processing information.
computer
Is processing, say with me, is processing information.
computer compu- computer
Okay. Omar Hani, can you read this one for me? Omar Hani?
Okay, see.
Yes.
Uh, the here, sorry, where?
Here, here. Let me draw the arrow.
Okay.
Here, here, here.
When
The computer. No, no, no. The computer. The computer is processing.
the computer is processing information, when it checks spellings uh,
In the
in the
essay.
easy
In
in
the
the
essay. In the essay.
the
In the essay.
essay.
Okay, okay. Uh, Mohammed, who is there? Rakan. Rakan, can you read this one for me? Rakan. Rakan, are you there? You can unmute yourself now.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, right? Talk.
Yes, yes, you can read this one. Read it.
Okay.
The
The
computer.
computer is processing information when it checks spelling in the
Essay.
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 As
Good. That's good. That's great. Okay. So, so the computer is processing. The computer is processing information when it checks spelling in the essay. When you are playing game, computer is doing a processing. When you are copy something, the computer is doing a processing. When you delete something, the computer is doing a processing. When you see the movie, when you see the cartoon, when you use the Facebook, when you see the YouTube, whatever you are doing on the computer is doing a processing. Okay, so when you are typing the essay, the computer is also doing the processing by checking the spellings in the essay. If some spelling is not correct, then they show that spelling in red color. Okay, there are three colors in which they show the mistakes: in red, blue, and green. So in this way, they are checking the spellings and show you the errors, that there are some mistakes in the error. Okay. Uh, okay. Who else is there? Omar Al Khubi. Omar Al Khubi, can you read this one, the last line at the end of the page? This one.
the CPU is the brain of the computer and processing all that feed it into the computer.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Uh, Huzaima, can you read this one? Can you read this one, Huzaima?
Yes, sir.
Can you read the last line again?
The CPU is the brain of the computer and processes. Wait a minute.
Processes all
Processes
all data
processes all data fed into the computer.
feed into the computer. Very good, Huzaima. Okay, Mohammed Ayman. Yes, Mohammed Ayman. Mohammed Ayman, are you there? You are not raising the hand. You are not saying anything. Umar Khalid, can you read this one?
What's there?
Umar Khalid, can you read the last line?
Where?
Are you there, Umar? Okay, I read it. The CPU is the brain of computer and processes all data feed into the computer. It's a brain. CPU is the brain. Why it is called the brain? Because from the brain we think. Okay, but from the CPU, computer thinks. Okay, we will see some more things related to the CPU and the computer in the next class. Right now the period is done. So right now the period is done, but one thing for all of you, one thing is available. It's assignment. The assignment is available for all of you in the class light, so you guys can open the assignment and do it. It's very easy. It's available there. Okay, open the assignment, it will be available. Okay, so we will meet in the next class. Have a nice day, everyone.
Can I read this?